Hello! This week we're taking the kitchen to the backyard. So as you can see, I have a small backyard. Don't have a lot of space for a garden. So instead, I have to get a little creative. You can see over here, I have a planter with peppers, zucchini, tomatoes growing in there, little strawberry patch over there, and my herb garden, which as you can see is getting overrun with basil. So that means it's time to make pesto. So to start with, we need a cup of basil leaves. So if you have a fresh basil plant, it's going to be a packed cup. So we need a lot of leaves. I'm going to try and clip a lot of the big ones from the bottom. Okay, there we go. We got about a packed cup of basil leaves, and the great thing about a basil plant is it will grow back fast. I have 2 of them here in my herb garden, and these things will come back right away. There's so many things you could do with basil. We make caprese salads all summer long with tomato and fresh mozzarella, but I'm going to run inside real quick, rinse these off, and then we'll be back to show you how to put together a quick pesto. It's simple. Okay, so we are back. I rinsed off and dried our 1 cup of basil. So I brought my food processor outside. So all you need is a chopping blade inside the food processor. And we are going to put all the basil in here. Try and spread it out a bit. Get that in. And then I toasted some pine nuts. I toasted some pine nuts inside before I came out here in a little pan. All you do is put them in a pan, maybe medium heat, real quick, until they get a little golden brown. You got to be real careful. It takes a minute or 2. This is about 1/3 of a cup of pine nuts. About a minute or 2, they'll turn golden brown. You'll start to smell the aroma from the nuts. If you go too long, you'll burn them and you'll have to start over. So about 1/3 cup of pine nuts and 1 clove of garlic. You don't want to go crazy with the garlic in this. 1 clove is fine. Throw that in. I got 1 more piece of basil. And then we're just going to rough chop this. Handy to have a little spatula out here to keep pushing stuff down to get caught in the blade. Okay, now once you have that, let me show you what this looks like. You can see that's all chopped down with the garlic and the pine nuts. You're just going to add about 2 tablespoons worth of extra virgin olive oil. Just enough to liquefy it and emulsify it a little bit. And a 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan cheese. Put that back on. Pulse that a little bit more. Get your spatula. Make sure it all gets mixed in. You can see how that's coming together nicely. Going to add a little bit of fresh cracked pepper. Add a hint of salt. Remember, the Parmesan, the grated Parmesan that you put in here will add a lot of salt flavor to it, so you don't need to go crazy with the kosher salt. Just a pinch or two, depending on how much you like it, or how what kind of flavoring you like. It's up to you, really. I am going to scrape down the sides one more time. And you can see we are getting a real nice, colorful green pesto mixture there. It's so beautiful outside today, I hated to do a video inside. So let's bring it outside, right? Okay, let's taste it real quick. That's real nice. I'm going to add a little bit more pepper, another hint of salt, and by toasting the pine nuts, they'll taste a little plain. If you just get untoasted pine nuts in the store, they'll taste a little plain. If you toast them, you give them a little bit of a roasted flavor to them. Really helps. So I disappeared inside real quick just to I toasted a piece of Italian bread. I put some olive oil on it, toasted it for a few minutes. Let's get our nice pesto you can see right there. Let's get that. Smear it on the bread a little bit. With a nice pasta dish or a seafood dish, wow, this pesto is really good. It adds a great flavor to Italian bread. You can put it on pita chips. You can actually add more olive oil to this, make it almost like a sauce. Pour that directly over pasta with some crab meat or some shrimp, something like that. But pesto is a wonderful thing to do when you have a giant basil plant that's out of control. So give this a try, grow yourself a basil plant, enjoy. If you like the content, please hit the thumbs up button below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button for future videos. Thank you, and see you next time on Bravo Charlie's.